Hello and welcome to a sneak peek of the upcoming Minecraft patch 1.14. This is the snapshot which came out earlier this month, and it introduces us to 3 new blocks. This is the first one I'm going to show you. It's the Campfire. This is my favourite. It is a unfueled fire, so it doesn't use fuel, and it creates a lovely column of smoke. It can also cook. Now, to make it, you need 3 sticks, a coal, and 3 logs of any type. So you just put the sticks in a triangle with the coal and the logs, and that makes a campfire. You can place it down. It gives off light, about half as much light as a standard torch, which means that you can make a kind of a more moody scene. Like this scene here looks much more moody and foresty in nighttime than this, which looks a lot brighter because of the torch's double light distance. So I quite like that. You can cook food on it, so let's just get some, say, raw meat, some chicken perhaps. You can just pop it on the fire like that, and when it's done, it will pop off and land on the ground. So you have to be there to pick it up, but that's a trade-off because it is free to cook. You don't have to use fuel like you would in a furnace. Now the smoke is interesting because you can see it from quite a way off, and it does go quite high. You can increase the distance it goes with a hay bale. You put the hay bale underneath the fire, like that. Oh, there's a chicken. Yum, yum, yum. My dinner's ready. Can pick it up off the floor. So now the one with the hay bale underneath it, you can see is going a lot higher and further than the other one. So it's a good way to make it visible from a long way away. Or, for example, use it in a chimney like this house I've made. It's my little cottage, and you can see it's a lot nicer now it's got a smoking chimney. This is something that we've been wanting in Minecraft for a long time, to have actual proper smoking chimneys, and a lot of mods have done it before, but I think this is actually a nicer smoke effect than a lot of mods that I've seen. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Now the smoke can actually go through blocks, so if I put a block directly above the smoke, above the fire, you can see the smoke is still going through the block. Albeit some of it gets caught, but most of it goes through. Which is interesting because it means you can hide smoke underneath blocks and make them look like they're smoking. If I put 2 blocks above it, it mostly stops the smoke. And also if I break the second one, it seems like it stops it too. So it looks like the only way for smoke to go through a block is for it to be directly above the fire. And we can use that to our advantage, and making some interesting looking effects. So let's make it day. And go over here where I've prepared a little area, oh, hello creeper, for a volcano. Alright, so let's say we put down some campfires where the volcano is going to be. Let's put hay underneath this middle one, perhaps make it a bit taller. Now you can actually put lava directly above the fire, which means it doesn't put it out or anything, it just goes straight above it. And we can do that, we can fill up this whole volcano area with lava and make it look like a proper smoking pit of lava. Why can't I, oh, that's fine. So there you go, that looks a lot better than it did before. This looks like super cool actually, because you can see it from a distance. You can see, oh, there's something over there. Oh, it's a volcano. Now we can also add a lava flow, and we can have it down here as well. We have some more smoking blocks perhaps, and down. Oops. And we can increase the effect by adding some magma, make it look like it's scorching the earth. And the magma blocks also smoke because they're above the fires too. So that looks super hot, doesn't it? And we'll break this and we'll let the lava flow down. Maybe we can add some more fires midway. Yeah, there we go. Let's see how this looks. Once the lava's really pouring down. This already looks 100 times better than a volcano before the fires were added. Look at this. It looks awesome. You can also use this effect to increase, say, like a fire. So if you want to make a better looking fire, we could have a campfire underneath a netherrack, and then we could light that with a flint and steel. Boom! And now it looks 100 times better. This is the smoke that we had before, this kind of black particle. And that combined with the smoke from the campfire actually gives it a really cool effect. It looks really awesome. Look at this. This flaming hellscape already. It's coming together and it's just, you know, a matter of minutes. So that's really cool. Campfires can also be put out using a bucket of water. So let's go into survival. We just use the water on the fire. And there we go. We have a put out fire, which you can relight again with a flint and steel. So I think this is a really interesting new addition to the game. It's a great looking block. It can really add another level to lava and fire things. Probably a lot more uses for it than I've shown you. One other thing I did work out is that if you use pistons, you can kind of block and then unblock the smoke. So just for example, I could make a smoke signal. So suddenly there's smoke and then there's no smoke. Smoke. No smoke. Although actually I could probably remove one of these blocks because it does still stop it anyway, doesn't it? Yeah. It might actually be better that way. Smoke. Yeah, it's about the same. No smoke. So you can make smoke signals like that, or you can have smoke turn on using redstone signals. If you wanted to have like suddenly a fire start in your adventure map or something like that, you could have the smoke just appear where it wasn't before. Right. The next block I want to look at is called the Cartography table. So in here, I'll show you. Also, this is an example of a nice little hearth you can have with the new campfire. There we go. So this is the Cartography table. It's 2 paper and 2 planks. So let's just grab everything from this chest. So you put 2 planks down with 2 paper on top, and that makes the Cartography table. This really increases what you can do with maps in Minecraft. So I've got a map here. This is my basic map. That's my house there. And you can see that's the surrounding area. But what if I want to zoom out? You used to be able to zoom out using lots and lots of paper, but now it's a lot easier. You just put the map on the Cartography table and you just add more paper. Bam. And now I've got much more space. I can do it again. Make it even bigger. There we go. Look at that. Much more space. And I think I can do it one more time to just give me a huge amount of space. Wow. Can I do it again? I can. It's enormous. Look at that. Tiny little speck. I mean, at this point, there's not much use because it's really hard to tell what the landscape is all about. But it can give you a bigger idea of what's around you, like biome-wise and stuff like that. So, maybe it would be useful to have an enormous map that you can fill out and put on a frame of the surrounding area. What else can you do? You can duplicate the map. Let's just get it back. Oop. If I put it there with another empty map, I've duplicated it. There we go. Now I have 2 of these maps. 2 of these enormous unfilled maps. One other thing you can do is add a glass pane to the map, and that will lock the map, meaning that that map is now different to this one, because this one is locked and this one's not. So this one can no longer change. It's stuck this way forever as a useless speck in the corner, whilst this one I can actually fill out. Cool, that is the Cartography table. I think it adds a lot in the way of map interaction to the game. It makes it a lot easier, that's for sure. And I think it's interesting. Next, we have the final block they've added in this snapshot, which is the Lectern. This is the Lectern. It's 3 slabs, a bookshelf, and another slab. Just take all these things. So you make it with 3 slabs, a bookshelf, and then a final slab. We have the Lectern. This is a way for books to be placed and read as you go. So there we go. I've got a book. Let's just write something in the book. Page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. Done. Sure. Put it on the Lectern. And now, just say you're making an adventure map. You could come up, you can read the book, which tells the story. But more interesting than that, it also has redstone interaction. So just say, I put some redstone signals down. Now when I read the book, every time I turn a page, releases a redstone signal, which means you can kind of do things during the time that people are reading the book. Also, this is the best part, if I combine it with a comparator at the back here, and I put the signal down, and then just say I have something to light up, like a redstone lamp. Now, when I read the book, each page sends the signal slightly further. So page 4 lights the lamp. So that means you can actually have things happen during the time where someone's reading a book, depending on how far in the book they've got. So when you're reading a book and you get to a certain page, something might actually happen, which is really cool, I think. Okay, let's have an example then, shall we? This is my shed, and this is a lectern. Let's read the book. Okay, we've got a little story to read. One day, Duncan was reading a book in his shed. He turned a page, and there was a creeper! Ah! Oh my god! And there we go. That is an example of what you can do using the lectern. I think that's pretty fun. You can really do some jump scares in your adventures when people are reading books. So you can actually add another layer to the story. Well, that is the snapshot for today. If you like this video, give me a like and let me know in the comments, because I could do more snapshot videos in the future. I think this next patch coming up, 1.14, is actually quite promising. It's got a lot of stuff coming into it with villagers and these blocks, especially the campfires. I do love the campfire block. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you again next time. Goodbye.